Capital and employment, skilling and poverty. Human capital, collective skill, knowledge, competencies, attribute individual acquire through education, training, health. Source of human capital formation, education, knowledge, technical skill, cognitive ability, health, preventive, curative care, product, workforce on the job training. Physical capital versus human capital. Physical capital based on expected return, technical knowledge. Human capital formed through long-term investment in education, health, ownership. Physical capital, tangible capital, amount sold or threshold. Human capital, intangible, reside within individual, separation from owner. Physical capital can be separated. Human capital inseparable, tied to the individual attributes. Benefit or external effect. Physical capital, private benefit, limited externality. Human capital, both private and social benefit, contribute significantly to societal progress and equity. Human capital and human development. Human capital enhance productivity via education, health. Human development improve overall well-being, quality of life, perspective. Human development. Human capital treat individual as means to economic and human development view individual as in themselves. Underlying principle. Human capital, economic centric approach. Human development, right based welfare oriented approach. Human development approach, income approach. Economic freedom correlates with income level. Welfare, government maximize welfare expenditure for public debt. Basic need approach, 6 identity basic need, health, education, food, water, sanitation, housing. Target a specific need to uplift vulnerable population. Capability approach, advocate by Professor Amrit Sen, emphasize enhancing individual capabilities. Human capital, NCERT, UGC, AICT oversees education quality. Healthcare, Ministry of Health, ICMR on the job training, migration, information, government role policy framework, सर्व शिक्षा अभियान, आयुष्मान भारत regulations, quality assurance, challenge, persistence, poverty, restrict education, healthcare linkage. Human capital, skilling, poverty, unemployment. Human capital formation, skilling, investment in education, health, skill, improve productivity, capability, skilling, reduce structural unemployment by aligning workforce with emerging sector demand, enhance of employability. Skilled individual more likely to secure job in high growth industry. Higher earning, reduce poverty. Human capital formation and poverty, education, healthcare, investment enable social mobility. Interrelation outcome, holistic development, integrated skilling with unemployment, poverty. समग्र शिक्षा अभियान, improve school education, pre-primary and higher secondary. PM Vidya, digital learning via Diksha platform, TV channel. PM Poshan, midday meal scheme, nutritious meal for school children. Nipun Bharat Foundation of Literacy and Numeracy Mission. Universal FLN for children 3 से 9, 26 से 23. PM उच्चतर शिक्षा प्रोत्साहन योजना, strengthen higher education institution, promote research. रूसा, राष्ट्रीय उच्चतर शिक्षा अभियान, फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंट टू स्टेट यूनिवर्सिटी फॉर क्वालिटी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. ज्ञान, ग्लोबल इनिशिएटिव फॉर एकेडमिक नेटवर्क, एनहांस हायर एजुकेशन बाय quality by international faculty. Imprint, impact, research, innovation, technology support, research addressing national need. आयुष्मान भारत, PMJ health insurance up to 5 lakh per family per year, and national health mission accessible affordable healthcare, health wellness center operational. PMKVY, प्रधानमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना, इंडस्ट्री रेलिवेंट स्किल ट्रेनिंग. संकल्प, स्किल एक्विजिशन, नॉलेज अवेयरनेस फॉर लाइवलीहुड प्रमोशन, शॉर्ट लॉन्ग टर्म स्किल ट्रेनिंग. वर्ल्ड बैंक असिस्टेड PM विश्वकर्मा कौशल सम्मान योजना, सपोर्ट स्किल अपग्रेडेशन फॉर क्राफ्ट्समैन. मनरेगा, शॉर्ट डेज ऑफ वेज एम्प्लॉयमेंट गारंटी फॉर रूरल हाउसहोल्ड. PMEG, PM एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन प्रोग्राम, प्रमोट सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी. DDU, दीनदयाल उपाध्याय ग्रामीण कौशल योजना, स्किल रूरल यूथ, एनहांस एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी. PM Jan Dhan Yojana ensure universal banking access. PM Mudra Yojana loan to non-corporate small micro enterprises. Stand Up India scheme promote entrepreneurship among SC/ST and women. Human capital miscellaneous fact. First census of British India conducted at 81 literacy dependence below 60% female literacy among low at 7%. Improved to 74.04 सेंसस 2011 infant mortality rate at independence 218 per thousand live births life expectancy at independence 32 year average human development report UNDP 5 human development index overall human development combining health education income adjusted for inequality adjusted HDI score to reflect inequality in education health income distribution gender development index measures gender disparities in human development risk country by the deviation of gender parity in HDI. Gender inequality index focus on reproductive health. Empowerment labor market participation MPI multi-dimensional poverty index measure poverty via derivative deprivation in education health living standard HDI. Health life expectancy at birth SDG 3 education expected plus means years of schooling GI 3 area reproductive health empowerment labor market participation global gender gap index factor to rank country on gender WHR World Happiness Report UNSDSN factor GDP per capita personal freedom social support generosity healthy life expectancy life of corruption human capital project World Bank uses human capital index 3 component survival rate under 5 mortality quality adjusted schooling core work ILO definition activity relationship necessary for care importance of economic growth female labor force participation remain low partially due to disproportionate unpaid care burden. Demographic shift children 25% projected 18% by 50 elderly 10% now projected 20.8% by 2025 childbirth impact on employment many women leave workforce during childbearing limited affordable childcare Palna scheme provide working mother affordable childcare via Anganwadi creches elder care dependency ratio rise to 30% self-employed worker unoperate business or freelance 52 to 50% of workforce casual wage labor temporarily engaged in agriculture regular salaried received stable wage with job security unemployment is NSO a state where people are not employed but actively seeking work unemployed person economist is someone who cannot find 1 hour of work in a half a day open unemployment actively seeking but unable to find job disguised unemployment excessive employment in sector like agriculture that don't contribute increased productivity seasonal common in rural agriculture area where people migrate during off season cyclical result of business cycle rise during recession technological unemployment job loss due to change in technology structure arises from mismatch between available job and available work skill. Fractional search employment time lag between job when searching switching job. Labor force participation percentage of person in labor force in population proportion unemployed person percent of person unemployed in population activity status determined based on activities pursued during a specified Reference period usual status activity status determined on reference of last 365 days preceding. Currently weekly status actively status determined on reference period of last 7 days. Census of India NSA periodic labor force survey. Employee Status Insurance Act 94 Social Security legislation covering National Career Service Career Information E-Shram Portal National Database of Unorganized Worker Atmanirbhar Bharat Rozgar Yojana Atal Pension Yojana Pension for Unorganized after Integrated Labor Code consolidated 29 law into 4 code-based industrial social security occupational AI government initiative Future Skill Prime Yuva AI Youth for AI India AI Mission Climate Change Impact on Job Expected Loss of 3.8 Green Energy Job Potential Renewable Energy Generate 3.4 million jobs by 2030 Future Job Creation Need Until Projection Rising Female WPR 27 से 40 Declining Agriculture 45.25 India's agri-value addition lag global benchmark leveraging demographic advantage demographic dividend economic growth potential from working age population exceeding dependent foster productivity saving if complemented by education healthcare job creation governance India youth population Industry 4.0 skilling focus AI robotics automation advanced manufacturing complemented by digital skilling focus short-term skill training plus certification with mandatory on-the-job training craftsman training scheme long-term vocational training in ITI NSTI Jan Shiksha Sansthan capacity building in communication National Apprentice Promotion Scheme reimburse partial stipend Skill India digital platform coverage skilling education employment using AI ML Skill India International 30 Center announced NSDC International Limited Facility Global Job Opportunity for Skilled Indian Worker Jal Jeevan Mission Skilling for Water Sector Job PM Vishwakarma Scheme Skill Training for Traditional Artisan Green Hydrogen Skill Development of 50 new qualification for upskilling Agniveer Skill certification for soldier NAPS NET support apprentice across sector Skill Impact Bond via NSDC Poverty definition poverty living on less than international poverty line currently $3 per day measure absolute poverty Social Economic Caste Census 2011 Identify BPL household for targeted welfare SEC 3-step BPL automatic exclusion owning vehicle free land above threshold automatic inclusion destitute SEC 7 deprivation criteria housing condition एक room no solid wall roof demographic vulnerability no adult male 15 से gender based vulnerability female headed no adult male disability BPL rule 30.95 and urban 26.4 DRDA district development agency planned or coordinated anti-poverty program multidimensional poverty index global UNDP OPHI multidimensional health nutrition child mortality education year of schooling attendance living standard sanitation water housing cooking fuel MPI indicator bar indicator across the 3 dimension India's MPI नीति health 1/3 nutrition 1/6 child adolescent 1/12 maternal health 1/12 education 1/3 school of attendance 16 year of schooling, 16 standard of living, 137 equal weighted indicator 1 by 20 each. Cooking fuel, sanitation, drinking water, housing, electricity, asset, bank account, MPI progress, poverty head count ratio fell from 24 से 14 135 million. People escape multi-dimensional poverty. India on track for SDG target 1.2. Urban poverty incidence reduction 8.65 to 5.27. Steepest MPI decline state UP, Bihar, MP, Odisha, Rajasthan. Intensity of poverty improvement fell from 40 to 44 driven by nutrition, schooling, sanitation, cooking, fuel improvement. Crossing categorizing poverty. Always consistently poor, struggle to meet basic needs, chronic, usually poor but occasionally have extra income. Churning poor, regularly move in out of poverty, occasionally for transient, well off but experience temporary poverty due to bad luck. Never poor, consistently sufficient income, not at risk for head count. Proportion number of poor individuals by total population. Poverty gap index reflects shortfall of income of the poor from the poverty line. Chain index combine head count ratio, poverty gap and inequality among the poor. Lawrence curve graphical representation, income distribution and degree of inequality. Gini coefficient measure income inequality range 0 से 1. Kuznets hypothesis that economy developed market first increase and then decrease economic. अलग कमेटी 1979 में पॉवर्टी लाइन कैलोरी 2400 पर डे रूरल और 2100 पर डे अर्बन. प्राइस 49.1 रूरल और 56.7 पर कैपिटा पर मंथ अर्बन. कैलोरी न्यूट्रिशन लिंकेज बेंचमार्क लकड़ावाला और 1993 using state specific indices. CPIL IW अर्बन स्टेट वाइज रूरल पॉवर्टी 28.3 और अर्बन 25.7. तेंदुलकर 2009. एड्रेस लिमिटेशन ऑफ कैलोरी बेस्ड मेथड शिफ्टेड टू यूनिफॉर्म पॉवर्टी लाइन बास्केट across rural or urban include private health, education expenditure, adjusted price, regional temporarily revised poverty line 2004 से 5 से rural 446.68 urban 578.80 per capita estimated 41 rural 57 urban 21.9 poverty in 11 रंगाराजन 14 refined estimation रूरल 2155 कैलोरी पर डे अर्बन 2090. एक्सपेंडेड बास्केट टू इंक्लूड क्लोथिंग, हाउसिंग, ट्रांसपोर्ट, एजुकेशन. मंथली पर कैपिटा एक्सपेंडिचर 972 अर्बन 1407. इंडियाज प्रोग्रेस इन पॉवर्टी रिडक्शन. IMF ओवर 140. इंडियन एक्साइटेड एक्सट्रीम पॉवर्टी. UNDP 415 मिलियन पीपल मूव्ड आउट ऑफ मल्टी डायमेंशनल पॉवर्टी 5-6 से 1921 तक. वर्ल्ड बैंक रिकॉग्नाइज इंडिया सक्सेस इन रिड्यूसिंग पॉवर्टी, emphasize inclusive growth and financial inclusion. केरला become India's first state to end extreme poverty. 1 नवंबर 25 बायो माइक्रो प्लान वेलफेयर डिलीवरी होम फूड हेल्थ केयर डॉक्यूमेंट पॉवर्टी एलिविएशन स्कीम. मनरेगा डिमांड ड्रिवन लीगल राइट्स ऑड एज गारंटीड बेस इम्प्लीमेंट 90-10 सेंटर स्टेट फंडिंग यूनिवर्सल रूरल. PM ग्रामीण प्रोवाइड पक्का हाउस विथ basic amenities to rural. NRLM National Rural Livelihood Mission enhance rural livelihood via self-employment entrepreneurs. दीन दयाल अंत्योदय योजना. नेशनल अर्बन लाइवलीहुड मिशन स्किल अर्बन पुअर फॉर सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट वेज. PM स्वनिधि, PM स्ट्रीट वेंडर आत्मा निर्भर निधि. वर्किंग कैपिटल लोन टू स्ट्रीट वेंडर. नाफसा नेशनल फूड सिक्योरिटी एक्ट ensure food security via subsidized grain cover 81 crore people. integrated child development service, supplementary nutrition, preschool education, Ayushman Bharat PMJ poverty scheme, health insurance 5 lakh per family per year, economically weaker section, mission in universal immunity for children, parent and war nationwide campaign phase, Mandeka versus BBG Ramji, working day source 125 funding 90 10 से 60-40, scope broad fragmented versus focused priority sector, implement universal rural center notified rural area,